Welcome to the Den of Debauchery.
I'm already very sick of listening to people be like, hey, this is really inconvenient for me, like when I'm listening to it, to be like, hey, can you, you guys should get video going, or hey, you should put it up on this thing. It's none of those things are that easy as you're saying it. You can say, hey, you should do this thing. It's like, hey man, yeah, you should just have $1 million. Yeah, that would be fucking awesome.
I mean, now that you have
but
a
I
job,
don't have $1 million.
Hard and just time. I think since that you had time because you didn't have a job, they're like, this is your job.
Yeah.
Do better.
And then now I am officially an employed man, and that's why the fucking last episode was so late. So sorry for that bullshit, everyone. But yeah, it's a fucking nightmare, and I don't have internet, and it was all bad. I did my best, and I uploaded it on a Friday night when it would get the most possible views, because everyone's sitting in on a Friday night.
That was totally a worthy episode, and got 12 views as of last night.
It had 12?
Yeah, that's
when I saw it had 5.
Yeah, it's at 12 now, so it doubled, but
yeah, whatever. I'm not even that upset.
I know
it's
the
fine.
guy from...
It's fine, I'm fine.
The guys from work
fine.
always listen to him on break, so...
Yeah, and they would like us to do video. And be like, okay, where's you go get us a camera. Let's pull together all the listeners.
I said I have a camera.
Contribute. What do you mean you have a camera?
I told you Emma has a camera that we could use anytime I come do this.
Like a legitimate video camera?
Yes.
Interesting.
It's a camera and then a video camera. It can take pictures and take video.
Huh.
If it takes video, we have to put the bigger card in.
Is that just set up on a tripod in your bedroom, or?
Sure.
No, I'm just curious,
No, we have enough mirrors for that. I can see what's going on. There's 3 full-bodied mirrors in our room. Why do we need those? But Emma's like, I want this.
I want this.
I'm not that attractive to look at. Are you looking at yourself?
I thought you were about to say I'm not that attracted to you.
Jesus, no, I'm super attracted.
Yeah.
She won't let me have it.
I know. Apparently you shouldn't tell any more stories about big boob girls giving haircuts.
No, apparently that haircut was off charts.
I just egg you on into getting in trouble. There's just you would if the microphone wasn't on, you wouldn't even talk like that normally. But as soon as it's on, you're just listen to this funny thing. And now she's like, oh, really? Huh. Is that what you do in your spare time? You go.
I know the guy
go
from
hang out with big titted sluts.
Talk shit about his wife sometimes.
Yeah.
And I think T-Bone always says does your wife even listen? He's like, no, she stopped listening 5 years ago.
No. She stopped listening a long time ago. Trust me. If she still listened, then this would be a nightmare.
Right.
If she still listened, every episode would just be like, man, I just woke up another glorious day with my beautiful wife who I love so dearly. Right. Good day, everyone.
I said good day.
Yeah. I mean, if I ever become a happy functioning person, this podcast is going to go right down the shitter because I will have nothing to talk about. It's Speaking of being a miserable person, well, actually, we haven't even hit the intro yet, man. Did you realize that?
I didn't even know we were going.
Oh man, we did not hit the intro yet. Well, actually, I pulled the intro off my soundboard, so we'll just put it in at the beginning.
Oh, editing.
Yeah, because I can only have 3 sound drops. So.
Do we have an addition?
No, it's the same 3 that I used the last time.
Ah.
Yeah. But now, speaking of soundboards, and speaking of being an angry, bitter motherfucker, I think it's time for... Time for no fucking sound, because I have it muted. It's time for... Okay.
I'm going to let you start, and then I'm going to go on one of mine.
Okay. So, Kaleb and I just had to go pick up some headphones for this episode because I'm an irresponsible adult. We're recording in my new apartment that I moved down to, live in Columbus, and I got a 2-bedroom specifically so I could have one studio for the podcast. And bam, we are in the studio. This is the house that the Den of Debauchery has built us. We are upgraded. We are moving up in the world. We are no longer in somebody's brother's office. We are moving up.
This is officially when you need a sign to be put on this door. Like, this is officially the den.
This is the den. You're entering the den.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're dentering.
Yeah. Dentering. That sounds like that's something that you've had before?
That sounds like, no, denturing? That sounds like some kind of weird kink that old people have. Where, like, they take out their dentures and give you, like, a hand job by, like, pressing the 2 dentures together. It's like, oh, man. Look at those old people, but they're fucking denturing
to take
over there, denturing right now.
Able to describe that, and that's why I said he's something he's had.
Yeah, dude. Hey, man. I did a lot of shit that I'm not proud of in college to pay my way through, right, and to pass certain classes. And there's a lot of old man professors, and I did what I had to do, and it made me who I am today. I love when women who do not have their shit together say those certain phrases, but I wouldn't change a thing because it made me the person that I am.
I feel like me and Emma say that a lot.
I would change a lot about shit that I did. It was like I would go back in time. I would not fuck my mattress. I'd go back in time, and there's definitely several women that I had sex with that I would choose to not have sex with.
Yep, there's that. Mm-hmm.
I was like, yes, but then, you change that and, you're a different person. I was like, I don't like myself. That's okay. I would like to be a different person. This isn't, everything's not going great, okay?
I feel like the tragic things that happened in my life have led me and taught me things that allowed me to be, or to get to the location that I was to find him.
I hate you so much right now.
I'm just telling you.
I'm just like, every...
Is this the shit you hate? Is this
it's just like every... Yes. Yes, it fucking is. This is exactly what the fuck I fucking hate, is like this excuse, like every, like, just God bless the broken road that led me straight to you. Like, that's what you're doing right now. It's infuriating. It's like every mistake is a lesson.
The broken road.
Oh, don't. We'll get pulled off YouTube. Don't do that. The 5 people that watch us will report us. It's so embarrassing. I hate it so much. But yeah, no, that's some bullshit. We got way off track off the original shit we hate. The point was we were in Walmart buying these headphones, and as we leave, the motherfucker stops you to look at the receipt. I have 2 items in my bag. I have 2 pairs of headphones, and I absolutely hate stopping to check the receipt. See? It's a pointless endeavor. Like, and I refuse to actually believe that you have to stop. Like, I'm pretty sure that you don't have to stop. Like, you can just keep walking. See, especially if you've paid for all of your items. I'm like, I'm not stopping for you.
See, I have read the receipt. It says nothing on the receipt. On the back of the receipt that says you have to stop. And I have many of occasions told them no. Like, there's one time I had my 2 kids with me. One of them's crying, the other one's whining, and they're like, can I check your receipt? And I'm like, no, you can't. I'm getting my kids in the car. And they're like, oh, I'm like, yeah, because you don't know what to do when I say no. Because you don't have to stop me. That's my privacy. I didn't sign up for a membership. Like, if you go to Costco or you go to, what's the Walmart one? Sam's Club.
Right.
It's in your contract that you signed that you pay your $40 a month or whatever it is, or how many, if you pay the full year, whatever that is. It says in there that at any time they have the right to check, like, your purchases or, like, belongings to see if you're stealing anything.
Exactly. I think we need to end this shit. We all need to band together and take a stand.
We need to rise up.
We do need to rise up.
Rise up.
Rise up. Everyone, we come together as one. One glorious group, and I'll say no more. No more stopping for the receipt. No more. I will not. I will end this now. I will end this today. No more will we stop to let you check our receipt when we are running late. No more will we stand idly by, staring awkwardly while you look down our foot-long receipt to double-check and make sure that we paid for the $27 worth of shit in our bag. No more will we be late getting back to our cars because you want to waste our time. No more will we be caught trying to steal water that we left on the bottom of our shopping carts that we pretended like we forgot were there, but we totally knew it, and we knew that we had a valid excuse. No more. My people, are you with me?
Are you with us?
Are you with me?
Oh God,
I love that.
I didn't even know he could do that. I was so excited. I was dying over here. That was sweet. I didn't even know he could insert that. I was awesome.
I searched inspirational music for speeches. I pulled it up and started playing as I was talking.
That was great. Oh man.
Oh, I'm so happy I just did that. Okay. That was great. So yeah,
that's got to be top 10 of this podcast.
That's another shit we hate. I'm gonna do that for like anything that like I truly believe in and like I want to like support on and like nobody's agreeing with me. I'll just put on the music.
You should not even tell Derek about it when he starts going on a rant of shit he hates. You just start putting that on like here. Get on your fucking pedestal, man. Get on your soapbox. Here you go.
Because even if I'm saying like some horrible shit, if that music is like playing behind it, you kind of want to get on board. A little piece of you wants to get on board.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck
like,
them.
It's like we have had our time of being an integrated society, and it is time to go back to separate but equal.
I am tired of standing by while they check my receipt and I get looks from all the other people in my neighborhood. Did I actually steal something? And they are now questioning my integrity. You are changing my neighborhood, Walmart. You are changing my neighborhood.
And I say women should always be paid less than men. And it's time to get women out of Congress. Are you with me? It's just the worst things that you could possibly think of. And I think it is time that we end the stigma of pedophilia. It is time to accept that everyone can love how they choose.
All right. I'm going to say my shit we hate.
Okay. All right. Okay, Caleb, it's your turn. So I love that so much. Sorry.
I definitely don't like going to a fast food restaurant and them fucking up.
Oh, we know how much I hate that shit. I'm all about.
I've worked fast food from when I was 14 till I was 19.
You're still working fast food.
Hold on. And then I took a break. And then when I finally got out of EMS, I work at Honda. And now I also work at Burger King and I've worked at McDonald's all at the same time. And I try my best. And yes, I make mistakes. I can't say that I don't because everybody does. But like the little things. Like if you see I have a motherfucking salad, put a damn thing of silverware in there. If you see I bought something that would require silverware, I need silverware. Let me tell you a story, all right?
Yes, but you also work with a lot of idiots.
That's true.
Just
like that fat woman that her boyfriend even thought that could even happen. Jesus
man, you're doing a lot of hating on this girl's attractiveness.
This is shit we hate.
I mean, I get it, but
you like the fatties,
shit.
Maybe I don't. All right, guy.
Yeah,
I tried it once, didn't like it, and stepping back.
No, I like my milk and my woman full fat. All right.
I don't have any thoughts against whole milk.
When it comes to women, I like it brisket. I want a fatty chunk of meat.
Just to quickly jump from shit I hate here and where I was going.
Mouth is watering.
Evie, my daughter, says to me, because my wife's breastfeeding, and then she likes milk. That's like her number one drink. And so she says to me, Daddy, I want to go get milk from a cow. And I am like, okay, all right, yeah, we could definitely go to a farm.
Okay,
So now
Emma, I apologize in advance for this joke, but it's too good for me to pass up. I am saying this, not Caleb.
I was going there.
No. I'd be like, well, if you want milk from a cow, go ask your mother.
Oh,
Like,
that's not where I was going.
Yeah, no, I know that's not where you were going.
Yeah.
And Emma's not a cow, but god damn it, that joke popped into my head. And it's not nearly as funny now because I had to preface it so that she didn't like feel bad and that I actually think that about her.
No. Emma's a dime piece.
I know. That's why we're deciding to raise the baby, all three of us together. Because you know what? I don't want to know if it's mine or yours.
This is true. This could be a dilemma. This is true. This could be a dilemma.
DilEMMA.
Ooh.
The Emma dilemma.
The Emma dilemma. Sounds like we're gonna say llama afterwards.
The title of this episode is now Emma Dilemma, and the rest of it will be about how we're all in a committed three-way relationship.
The Emma dilemma, the three-way relationship. So when I get fast food and like they're missing something, like for example, me and Yale just went to Raising Cane's, and we got the box meal. It's pretty delicious. One, they didn't put the damn lid on my sauce, so it spilled everywhere, and that's precious sauce. If anybody goes to Cane's, they realize that sauce is like the whole reason you went to Cane's. And get chicken fingers anywhere.
And while we're on the topic, why the fuck did they never give you enough sauce? This never.
Is true.
It's bullshit. They always say you have to pay extra to get the sauce. We, as a nation, must say no more to this bullshit of allowing just one sauce. The sauce doesn't come out of your paycheck. Give us more sauce. Right? We together can do this.
I need more than 2 sauces for a 10-piece, all right? I need at least 3.
Exactly.
Without paying the damn 25 cents. I'll take your cents and throw it out the window.
Stop treating the sauce like it's your own personal stash. You can make a difference. Give away an extra sauce today.
I feel like at the very end here, one of us needs to learn how to talk really quick and like start saying side effects or something like that. Because that's now what I'm remembering. Like this is like a herpes medicine.
Side effects of forming your own group may result in mass hysteria and crying and cult-like behavior.
So I ended up calling one of these restaurants back the other day with me and Emma. And
wait, a fast food place?
Yeah, I called them and I said, because people do this all the time. So finally I was like, you know what?
You called the fast food place that you just left to yell at them.
Yep. By the way, we're at home. So
You're a piece of shit.
So this is a funny ass story because I'm at home and I'm making this guy feel like I'm driving down the road and can't eat my food. So Emma got a chicken sandwich and it had like a dab of mayonnaise. Now granted, we're at home again. We have mayonnaise. She just put mayonnaise on her sandwich. She didn't care. So then I got a bowl of something with no silverware. Again, I'm at home. I have silverware. Unfortunately. I like to eat like a caveman. So I call up Arby's. This is where we were. And I go, they say, hello, this is Arby's, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hey, so I don't know what's going on with you guys, but I really like Arby's. But my wife got a chicken sandwich, and there's like a dab of mayonnaise. What'd you run out of mayonnaise today? I was like, because the other day I came there and you ran out of meat product. I was like, I feel like that's the whole purpose of your store. And I was like, and I'm trying to eat my food. And I was like, and you didn't give me any silverware. I said, and he's like, well, you know, we can replace the chicken sandwich, but you know, the silverware, I don't know, you know, I don't know what you want me to do. And I was like, listen, man, I'm driving down the road and I'm hungry. How am I supposed to eat my food driving down the road without any silverware? He's like, is there a gas station on their way? Because there might be silverware at a gas station. You might be able to get some.
You just called to yell at this person knowing that he can't fix the issue.
Yeah, he can't fix the issue. And that's...
You work in fast. You know what a dick you're being. You know what an incredible dick you're being.
But now I'm telling the story on the podcast, and I'm telling the world, stop fucking calling. You paid for fast food.
Oh, my God.
You paid for a cheap-ass sandwich. You got what you got. I'm getting.
Yeah. By the way, I'm looking at that. That music is definitely licensed, and we're definitely going to get pulled off YouTube at some point if this video ever gets popular. That music is definitely like illegal to use. So,
Damn it.
yeah, we're probably going to get pulled. I hope not, but we'll see. Yeah,
I don't
but
know. I feel
you
like-
are, I mean, just a real piece of shit for doing that. Like,
Yeah, I'm just saying. So, Yale, you got you a job?
yes, I did. I got
got-
myself a job. I got myself an apartment. I'm a real functioning adult.
So, I heard you wanted to go to school. What's our thoughts for that?
I'll probably do this for, I don't know, like a year or so, and then I'll work my way to school, do my sign language thing, maybe. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to, apparently you got to get like around here, I'd have to go to like Columbus State, get an associate's, and then finish it up at a bigger school.
See, I was talking to some of the friends of mine that I work with, and I work with maybe about, I want to say 8 to 10 deaf associates.
No shit.
Yeah, and I would say
Interesting.
up to about 4 of them I can really communicate with, because they really know how to add their mouth, their words, so I can read their lips, or they can act out, or they like have a piece of paper on them always, like so they can write
Nice.
something out, which is smart. But with that process, they've been teaching me some sign language, not the sign language like, oh, this is cat, or if you need to go to the bathroom.
You
this is
asked how
what
to
you
say
need
like fuck and like bullshit.
yeah,
and, yeah,
of
of course
course.
you did.
So
I love that the bullshit is literally you make a bull's head and then you mimic shit coming out of its ass with your other hand.
right,
I love that sign.
it's
That's hilarious. It's like, what do you think bullshit would be? Like, if you had to guess, like, if you had to sign guess and be like, I don't know, I guess make like a bull head and then shit coming out of his ass? No, that's exactly correct.
You're right. That is it. So I got this buddy. His name's Jason, and he is the one teaching me most things because he's the one that cusses at me the most. So we have these whiteboards where we work, little tiny miniature whiteboards, so we can write something down and like tell the next associate something if we're standing next to somebody. And they definitely are for like work purposes, but me, like, I'm the one that's like has more time on his hands than I should and start writing funny things. So I look at Jason and I write on there, or write on the board, you do the cha-cha like a sissy girl. And he looks at me and he basically points at me, puts his hands out wide.
He pointed at you and then he started with his hands together and then spread them out.
Okay. And then put his hand paper style on his chin.
Paper style.
Yeah, not like a rock paper.
Oh, you're saying like rock, paper, scissors? Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
picture
So
like the
like
paper.
Paper
okay.
symbol on his
And
chin.
then taps his
and
fingers
then
to his
points
chin.
at me. And I was like, yeah, what the fuck was that? And he looks at me and he goes, you're a fat bitch. And so the funniest part of that.
That's great. Not only did he call you a fat bitch, he got to call you a fat bitch a second time when you asked him what he called you.
Right?
Oh, I fucking love that so much. You fat bitch. What'd you say? I called you a fat bitch.
Yeah. So there's only a few of them that can communicate like with talking, and they don't
Oh my
talk
God.
very loud. Jason has a cochlear implant.
Well, they're trying really hard not to scream because they have no idea.
Right. Well, Jason has a cochlear implant, so anytime he talks to me, he turns it on so he can see how loud he's talking.
Okay.
And I can make out almost everything he says. So usually he signs at
Do
me
the
so I can
impression.
learn.
Do an impression of him
He
talking.
probably isn't going to listen to it.
Come on, man. Do an
Jeff,
impression.
when you listen to this, don't be making fun of me or telling everybody I'm making fun of them and how they talk, because I know you
What do you
listen.
mean? Listen to this.
No, Jeff's not deaf. His parents are deaf.
Oh, damn it!
So he knows
I
sign
thought
language,
you
but
just
he
said.
listens on a regular basis.
I thought you were just telling a deaf person, "Hey, when you hear this, when you listen to this."
That's not good.
Okay, so he's a normal. Okay, got it.
They refer to us as hearing and non-hearing.
Oh,
So
yeah, normal and
disabled.
normal and yeah.
So,
I'm just gonna be a
he
dick.
goes,
I'm gonna be a dick to the whole deaf
bitch,
community.
like that. You fat bitch. That's how he sounds, but I feel really bad doing that. I feel really bad. I'm sorry. I didn't want to do that.
He'll never hear it. He'll literally never hear it.
Yeah, but Jason was telling him making fun of him. Or,
I know. It's not like making fun of the deaf community. They'll literally never hear it. I mean, they might read about it. Somebody can write it down, but they'll literally never hear it. Oh, God, that's so funny.
Well, there's this other girl named Gina, and she can talk perfectly. She actually went deaf like when she was in her 20s.
Okay.
And but she can't tell how loud she is.
Oh. So does she, like, every once in a while, it's just like voice modulation disorder?
She knows when she has to scream. Like, if you're far from her, she'll scream. But if you're standing right next to her, she talks like you can't bear it.
Because she's very concerned about not yelling too loud.
Right.
Because
So
if she tries to talk normal, then it sounds like this.
yeah, and so I'm like across the line from her, and she wanted me to keep an eye on something that I was doing the process that she was doing the quarter before, and she's like, Kaleb, 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 and like I'm not looking at her, so she doesn't know that I hear her, but I mean like I hear her, and she is screaming bloody murder.
And you're
my name.
purposefully not looking at her?
No, I'm doing something. Like, so I raise my hand in the air, like 1 second. Like, I hear you. It's okay. So then she stops, and then they usually, all of them will wait, and it's all about eye contact and who you're talking to. So, like, when some of them will sign things that I know what they're talking about, if I'm looking in their direction, then they'll look directly at you in your eyes.
Yeah.
And
So, yeah, that's the only way you know who they're talking to.
yeah, but people who are hearing, I feel like we don't, like right now I'm not looking at you, Yale. Like I looked around the room.
Yeah.
To me, like if I looked around the room with them, they would turn around and look to see if I'm talking to them or if I'm talking to somebody else.
Yeah.
So I can't tell sometimes in a distance if they're talking to me or the other deaf guy next to me or what. So a lot of times I'm always pointing you, me, him, you, me.
Oh, dude, just recently I had a somebody say hi to me, and then I turned and started a conversation with them, and then the person behind me knew them and was talking to them. And,
Yes, it's that exact thing.
God, it's that I don't get embarrassed by much, but that's still like one of the things. Like it's like, oh, okay, I'd like to die right now.
Well,
I'd rather be dead than be here in this moment, living with the fact that two people that don't know me just saw me try to answer this person when they were talking to each other.
That's my dilemma right there. All right, that is it.
That's the Emma dilemma.
No, that's just how I feel. Is that if I am also standing, like, you know, like if me and you were having a conversation and Derek's sitting over here, like, you know, maybe the first podcast was on and Derek walks in the room and he's getting his stuff ready, but like, he's listening, you know, and then when he joins in, he's ready to go because he's already hearing the conversation. Well, like they'll have a conversation together signing and like I'll be trying to figure out what they're talking about so I could join in because sometimes I hate to say it this way, surrounded by hearing deficit individuals. So I don't want to spend the next
Make it sound like an invasion. They've got me surrounded,
guys. So I try to like be involved.
They communicate silently.
But if they're talking
I'll never
about,
hear them coming.
If they're talking about something private, one of these dudes, Russell, he'll look at me and he'll say, he'll look at me and literally flip me off and say, "Fuck off! Like stop looking over here."
This conversation isn't for you.
Yeah. And
fuck off!
so
I don't
like,
want you. You're being very rude.
They're very private people.
You're listening in with your eyes.
Yeah, and as he knows that I don't know everything, but I can figure out most of it because.
Well, why don't you guys fucking whisper sign over there so I can't hear you?
Well, Russell mouths everything he says.
Okay.
So every time he speaks, he signs, or every time he signs, he speaks at the same time. He doesn't have a vocal noise, but he mouths the word, like lip reading wise. Okay. So I can see what Russell's talking about, most of it. But when he's signing with somebody else, and it's a private conversation, he literally look at me and be like, "Fuck off." And I'll be like, oh, my bad, guy.
Sorry,
I'll keep my eyes over in this direction.
I'm trying to learn. If you want to have a private conversation, then turn your back, all right?
Yeah.
No, I think it's the funniest part that you just told me was the woman who like doesn't know how loud she's being. That's the funniest to me because like I just imagine her like trying to have a conversation with you where she's like dick way. You're a fat bitch. You're like, what? You're a fat bitch. No, what did you say? You're a fat bitch. And it's just that's the twist. She was just fucking with you the whole time.
Well,
she just wanted you to lean in so she could call you a fat bitch more than once.
Funny story is that she was talking about another deaf individual that we work with and was telling me a story about them and something that's going on in their personal life. And she kept looking around. She kept looking around. There we go. She kept looking around, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you're not signing to me, and he's deaf. Why are you looking around? Like, are you looking for him? Like, to not insult him, like, near him, but he can't hear you. And she doesn't know how to sign. Literally.
Oh, she's deaf and doesn't speak sign language?
No.
Oh,
she's
wow.
taking the class right now.
Oh, she's learning.
She's...
Oh, yeah, because like she just recently...
No, she's 40 years old.
Oh, damn. She's been deaf for half her life and never learned. That's
She was
nuts.
really depressed and upset by the fact that she became deaf, so she didn't like want to accept it. If that makes sense.
Yeah. I went to a funeral recently with the and there was a person translating in sign language. This was a couple of weeks ago. And I just, dude, you know what? It's time for a fucking another one. Pastors that are fucking terrible at eulogies. So the first one that was really bad was my grandpa's. And the pastor just spent an unnecessary amount of time talking about how grandpa was basically like, you know, not doing so hot at the end. He had Alzheimer's, and, you know, he had to use like a... Or no, wait. No, this was... I can't remember if this was grandma or grandpa's. I think both of them were bad, but like talking about while they were on the bedpan and like all this shit. And it's like, dude, nobody needs to hear about that. Okay, we got it. Yeah. A lot of what went down was like really shitty. Okay, yeah. Got it. Moving on. And he just kept going and kept going and kept going. And we're just like, dude, fuck you. Like, enough is enough. We don't want to hear about how shitty the end of his fucking life was.
Did he, like, know him personally?
No, not really. He was his fucking pastor, but they didn't fucking go to church. They were in a fucking nursing home. Him and grandma were. And
did that pastor visit that nursing home?
I don't know. You can tell right away he doesn't know them well.
I'm just saying, what
if
was
he
the
knows
thing
them
I
at all.
called you out on for because you didn't know enough information, like the break guy?
Like you need to, you know, have a gist of it, but, you know the person, and you need to not shit all over everything. And the other bad version I saw at that funeral that I went to recently, it was like he made it a lot about him.
The pastor?
Yeah.
How do you even do that?
He was telling stories about his childhood. He literally told a story about his childhood.
Why do you fucking care?
And then it was, what was the phrase he was saying? It's something your room. It's like wreck your room or mind your room. Something we put, it's some weird phrase. It's basically like go clean your room is what it means. But for some fucking reason, and he's saying, he told this story about him being as a kid and his mom saying, you know, go, you know, wreck your room or whatever it is. And then he's like, and now she's up there wrecking her room. And it's just like, what?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about? You just went off on a tangent about your childhood. And then at the end, be like, and she's up in heaven cleaning her room now also. Yeah.
That's like, yeah,
It's like,
let's talk about Grandpa, and, you know, you're talking about Grandpa Reams or Grandpa McFarland or what, you know, whatever it would be, and legit he turns to himself and says, says, well, they weren't very interested in baseball, but let me tell you a baseball story. Like, what does that have to do with this?
It was literally like the worst possible way. Like they just went off on a fucking like tangent and just loosely connecting it. Like the only thing would have been worse would be like, well, the Padres lost again last night, and I lost a bunch of money on that game, and you just gotta get it back out there and keep trying, and hopefully that you'll win one, and hopefully Dan's up there spinning the big roulette wheel in the sky right now. It's just like he's just out there like airing out his personal problems and then loosely connecting it in the eulogy.
I listen to everyone, but no one listens to me. I think that's what that was, is that look, guys, we're here, we're at a somewhat congregation, and it's not Sunday, so you don't have to listen to me, but you're going to listen. And
it's like, this is my turn to talk. Like, this isn't a fucking open mic, dude.
Right.
Like, this is not, you're not auditioning for SNL. I don't need you to be funny. It's a fucking eulogy. You can come, say some words about the person, and then fucking end it. It doesn't have to be funny. You don't have to try and make everything funny. You don't have to try and put your spin or your flair on everything. The fucking day is not about you. So the idea of him just coming in, that is hilarious to me, though. The idea of him coming out and like airing out his personal shit and then trying to vaguely come out, like connect it.
Yeah, I don't know how I could put up with that. Like, I probably would have been just stopped paying attention and started talking to somebody next to me.
No, I couldn't. Oh, fuck no. I couldn't do that. That'd be super rude. I'm going to be on the lookout for the next one he does and be like, well, it's been a rough couple of weeks. Found out my wife is cheating on me. She's thrown me out of the house. My son won't talk to me. They blame me. And maybe it's because I work, too late. I'm never home, because I'm up here, trying to do the right thing.
Doing your damn eulogy.
I mean, yeah.
Make you feel bad.
And maybe it is partly my fault because, with all the drugs and the hookers and the gambling, and I did bring up some herpes, but I took a shot and got rid of all that, and hopefully cleared up everything, and
yeah, there it is, clears up.
Hopefully Jane's up there clearing up right now, just clearing away all the herpes sores from her past life and just living a clean, burn-free pee up there, and just want to thank you guys so much for coming out, and just like the horrified look on the family, just like,
it's like the
why does the pastor talking about giving his wife herpes?
It's like the wedding singer when he's like, love stinks. Yeah. Goes to the table.
Somebody kill me, please.
Goes to the table where all the people that are ugly at, and the fat guy's like, yeah, love stinks, yeah.
Love stinks? Love stinks?
Love stinks.
Yeah, love stinks. You're a terrible wedding singer. Sir, one more outburst like that, and I will just strangle you with my microphone cord. God, that was such a good fucking movie. That's the weird thing, is like he had some absolute fucking awesome movies, and then just
have you seen
went
that,
to shit.
The newest one that he just released with Jennifer Aniston?
Oh yeah, I think actually fucking Emma played it. Yeah, she put it on the other day.
You were hanging out with the kids and everything, having parenting time.
No. We put the kids in the other room. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Yeah.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I got you guys Disney.
So yeah, let's just say I didn't see a whole lot of the movie.
Yeah.
Nah, it's not true. I only missed like 2.5 minutes of it.
Sounds about right. That's about the time she kicks me off as well.
No, that's what time I'm finished.
Oh.
I thought that was a pretty clear joke. Yo comes quick. Haha. Ba-dum-tsh.
Yeah, I feel bad for you.
Yeah, I feel bad for me too, buddy.
Well, actually, no, I feel better for you because I get kicked off and I haven't gone there yet. So it's blue ball. It's like twice hurt.
Mm.
So, where is Mr. Stock today?
I don't know. He said that his wife now is made plans, and then he was busy all weekend. I was like, "Hey, man, you should come over Sunday. We'll do a podcast." And he was just like, "I have no plans. I'm busy."
Mr. Married Man. Just
Yeah.
FYI. I have 2 children, but I'll
He still
step
made time. He made time to come down.
for you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I really appreciate it too, because we needed this. We needed to record and put out new content. And I'm thinking,
Speaking of putting out, I told the podcast listeners that I would let you guys know. Yeah, it's happened.
oh, well, ladies and gentlemen, hip hip who fucking Ray, apparently in within the last week, Caleb Gwynn got some.
Yeah.
That means Emma looked you right in the eyes and said,
I need my protein after my workout.
Yeah. So, speaking of which,
so, okay, just a heads up, like she was mad about the haircut with the boobs, so you're about to talk about sex with your wife
this
on
is
a public
funny,
forum.
This
Okay.
This is funny about Evie.
Okay.
So,
Oh, I'm sure it's funny. I'm just worried about the repercussions.
So, my daughter Evie, she went to step on my gonads
On
And-
purpose?
on accident, trying to climb up my lap and hang out with me.
Okay.
And I said, "Whoa, girl, you gotta watch out. You're gonna hit my watermelon seeds." That was like the quickest thing I could think of, right? And she was like, "Watermelon seeds." Sorry, give me a second.
You're really texting right now?
No, I was putting down something to talk about.
Okay.
So she was like, "Watermelon seeds." So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna give you a quick birds and the bees rundown. So.
Oh my God.
So.
She's how old?
3.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
that's a good time to start talking about sex organs, the birds and the bees. Yeah, that's good.
So Daddy has watermelon seeds in his belly, and you almost hurt him. And she goes, "Oh, okay." And I said, "And Daddy, you wanted a baby brother, right?" And she goes, "Yeah, I want a baby brother." I said, "Well, you can't hurt Daddy's watermelon seeds because Daddy gets to decide if you have a baby sister or baby brother," which is true. I don't get to decide. My semen does, but it is the man's genetics that decide if it is a male or female in the womb. And so I said, so Daddy gives the watermelon seeds to Mommy, and she grows the baby in her tummy. That's how that happens. And she goes, "Oh, okay. So I want a baby brother." And I was like, "Well, don't hurt Daddy's watermelon seeds, all right?" She's like, "All right." So Edie stayed at my mom's all weekend. Excuse me.
You can burp into the mic. We encourage it.
Well, I was trying, but it was a pussy one. So, Evie's over at my mom's house and texts Emma, "Are you pregnant?" And Emma's like, "Excuse me? Like, I just had a child, and like, I know it can happen, but Jesus." And so I guess the explanation is that my 3-year-old daughter told her grandma that Daddy gave Mommy watermelon seeds and she ate them, so she's gonna have a baby brother. That's what she got out of that.
That's gonna be, yeah. Oh, and I remember her saying that like Daddy has baby brother in his belly. Mm-hmm. She thinks so. Now your little talk about watermelon seeds. Now she's growing up thinking that boys grow in the dad, girls grow in the mom, and that they start off their life as fruits.
With the big head, I mean.
Yeah. A baby weighs about the same as a watermelon.
I mean, I guess it's like a 10-ounce watermelon, 10-ounce baby. It's about the same.
It's about the same.
I mean, you can't drop the baby, can't drop the watermelon. They both break. I mean, it's kind of like taking the egg home. I don't let anything bad happen to it. Thicker shell in the watermelon.
Yeah, so you've messed your child up for life.
Right.
That's irreparable damage. Good job.
I have... So the other thing when I was typing while I was talking, is I remembered. So I started talking about this watermelon seeds thing. And I just don't get it. So I've turned my microphone off on my phone, like, for all the apps.
Okay.
But somehow, and everyone can side with me, is that somehow these Wish apps, or this Wish thing on Facebook, will know what you're talking about. And will show an advertisement for it. So it showed an advertisement that it said, it's a t-shirt for women who are pregnant, and it says, I didn't eat the watermelon seeds.
What?
Yeah. And I'm like, so I show Emma, I'm like, I feel like
I didn't swallow the seeds?
Yeah, like I was like, maybe you should have. I don't know. Like,
holy shit.
That's what it said basically.
That's gonna be the new way that like I try to like let women know that like I'm in the mood. Just be like, hey, how do you feel about swallowing some seeds right now?
Right.
Are you in the mood for watermelon? Yeah.
I didn't know you were into that type of women.
Why don't you suck my seed? I did that while you were drinking on purpose. I do. I almost got you to spit.
Oh wow. Yeah,
I'd prefer that you swallow, but
there's definite tobacco now in my tea now. So what type of women are you talking about that are into watermelon that much?
I don't know, man.
I feel like maybe it's actually you that's the grand wizard here.
The grand wizard?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus, dude, it's a euphemism for sperm. I wasn't doing a race thing.
Oh, all right. I swear that's where he was going with that.
We were literally just talking about watermelon being jizz. How were you lost on this? You went racist. Dude, I'm trying to have your back and say that you're not, in fact, a racist, but then you spin it around.
I can't ignore that it exists.
That racism exists? No, it's a myth. It's a lie made up by the Jews.
Look, there's a guy at work that literally all he talks about is chicken and waffles.
Okay.
And I feel like...
Bryce from accounting?
No, Jake from State Farm. I just, every time he says it, I just like kind of look at him and I'm always like, dude, like, all you talk about is chicken, watermelons, chicken and waffles. And I'm like, all right, guy, like, you really fit in that category.
I mean, those are three pretty fucking delicious things.
I've only had one good chicken and waffles.
Dude, I surprisingly, I think, where was it that I had it? I can't remember now. Oh, there's a bar next to the gays, Jenna.
The gays?
Yeah. You know who I'm talking about. Jenna, Nicole.
I only know one gay, but I think the other
you
one...
met both of them.
I feel like the other one refers to him as being half gay.
You did a podcast with...
One of them?
Oh, you're saying... Okay, I thought you were saying I only know one of them. I was like, you've definitely met both of them. It's recorded. I have proof.
You were there.
You were there. No, okay, so yeah, she's one's gay, and then the other one is like bi-curious. I
think she's pansexual. I think you talked about that.
Yeah, she'll like fuck like literally anything. She's attracted to like literally
like
anything.
Dinosaurs and their
dogs,
fat tails.
Cats, children.
Anything in the skillet that you can fit in the skillet.
Yeah. And I for one support your goals. I think we all need to rise up.
I'm gonna rise up. I mean, he talked about the pedophilia and you need to let it go.
Yeah, I would. God damn it, I want to play that music again so bad, but I looked at it and like it's definitely licensed. Like we are. Either no one will hear it, which is more likely, and it'll never get pulled. But if we ever do get popular, this podcast will be yanked down.
When the hell is BJ coming back on?
That's a good question. We live in the same city now, so hopefully I can try and have him back on soon. Maybe I'll shoot for next weekend. We'll see it. Because he needs to do it and come talk about the politician. I'm so excited for this. I literally we have like exclusive insider information. It's very exciting. I should give like a tease.
You should call him up and record him for a tease of that story.
Yeah, and I also told him to pull up like more voicemails to try and side with him, because based on what he showed me, this woman sounds like an angel and this woman's mother sounds like an angel, and he sounds like a real rat bastard.
Yeah, like I kept telling people at work who had listened to that one, and they're like, they all have cited that as...
Oh, you motherfucker. I fucking hate you.
Every time.
Why do you suck so bad?
Because
I am quite sick of editing people's names out because you guys can't fucking keep your shit together.
to me, I'm an open book, and I think that everybody should just be an open book.
No.
No.
Just shut up. I'm gonna get a fucking spray bottle, and every time
Oh
you
my
fucking
God, that'd be so
every
funny.
time you say somebody's name, they'll be Kaleb, no. No. You stop it.
Oh, God.
There's some more sound effects for you, Derek, if you ever listen to this episode.
I hope
Do you
you
even
listen.
care about us anymore?
Oh, God.
3 episodes without you here? Like, I mean, do you even know who we are anymore? Have you forgotten us?
I had my baby, by the way, Derek.
Where are you? And I'm so sorry.
I cannot sleep.
Why did you leave me? I just want you back on the podcast.
There's the
This
night.
is all such bullshit tonight.
Yeah. I mean, my wife's already texted me to be like back home, and here I am being the dedicated person.
Yeah.
Just so you know, Derek.
Don't.
Speaking of which, that's why I was coming up with the idea of, and I had spoken to Yale, and again, I don't know if anybody, there's not very many views because somebody has bad internet.
Yeah. So, guys, please go back and listen to that one. It is a decently entertaining episode.
Both of them.
And yeah, because I uploaded it on a Friday night, and it's just understandably nobody
If
watched
everybody
it.
could let us know that if they would appreciate a me and Yale thing and a Derek.
No, nobody's. Listen, we ask people to engage all the time. They don't. Stop asking.
All right. Well,
People don't care.
I still think that we should do.
They don't care.
This is what I was talking about, bro.
Okay, bring it.
Bro.
Bring it.
Still think we should do a 2 recorded session
I know what you were thinking.
and all that.
Yeah.
Because now that he's married, she's gonna start pulling him by the ball and chain. I know it. I've been there. And my ball and chain's gonna be pulled. Who knows? Yale might eventually find somebody. We all know it probably won't happen, but it might happen.
It'll never happen.
And his ball and chain's gonna be pulled.
Dude, can I tell? So Jordan gave a speech during Derek's wedding, and I just said wedding.
Wedding?
Went there to that wedding, and it was hilarious. Like, one joke was hilarious, and he goes, "The only reason Yale's was invited here is because this is the only wedding he'll ever be a part of." I was
Oh
like,
my God.
Oh, fuck.
Wow.
That one made me laugh and then cry later when I was by myself.
You're like, it's kind of like the George of the Jungle. This is the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. And then Yale put his head down in his hands like, oh, God,
And I
he's
went, right. Jesus Christ, he's right. I'm never gonna.
Have you seen the George of the Jungle 2, the second one?
No.
I know,
There was a
it's-
different actor.
It's a trash movie,
Never.
but they literally go after, what's the guy's name in the first one? What's his name?
I can't even remember, dude.
The guy in The Mummy. The main character.
Brendan Fraser.
Brendan Fraser. They literally...
Oh, you're asking me the actor. I thought you
Yeah.
were asking about a
They
specific
literally bash Brendan Fraser for not coming back in the script. Like, they take a moment and they're like, and this is the part where if we had Brendan Fraser, that this part would happen. And they're like, but he's not. So it's not going to happen.
Wow.
Yeah,
what?
I
They
just-
break the fourth wall like that?
Yeah, and I literally, like, it's hilarious.
Huh.
And then,
That's
like,
interesting.
So then they, like, go back with the story. And then, like, later on, they'll be like, they'll pause and say something again about, like, high-paid actors. Because it's
Overpaid actors?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
overpaid
hilarious.
actors.
Dude, that's good. So why don't we go ahead and wrap up this episode? We might record another one. We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going in. We're about almost an hour in. Good timing. So we want to thank everybody for tuning in. I'll figure out a time to upload it. Maybe I'll do it in like, Sunday evenings. That'd probably be a good time for me to try and upload. So maybe we'll switch it up
There you
to
go.
Sinful Sundays with the Den of Debauchery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sinful Sundays. If we did 2, you could release one halfway through the week to get you back to Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just, I think it would be with my schedule, I think releasing it on like Sunday evening is probably going to be a better bet than trying to do it during the week.
Because he's
there's
so
just
tired.
no
'Cause
fucking...
he's got a job now.
Yes, we all know Kaleb has 2 jobs, and that makes him special.
2 jobs, 2 kids.
He's a special little boy with his double jobs.
It's all right. I just swing a big dick. It's all right.
No, you don't, buddy.
You don't know what it's like.
I've seen your penis.
I've seen yours as well. Just remember that.
I know.
What an
know.
awkward thing to say at the end of a podcast.
And that's what we want everybody to know most of all, is that Kaleb and I have seen each other's wieners.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
And good night.